Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lookbook. I'm so excited for you guys to watch this video. It was so satisfying to try out all these new makeup products, and mind you, these are first impressions. I have a full face of new makeup on and this just makes me so happy. So before we get started, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and let's jump right in. I am so excited. I think it's been a month since my Nykaa haul video. After that, I ordered few things from Amazon, then Myntra. So I had to wait to get everything so that I could finally sit and film this video. Now that we are here, I'm super excited and I do hope that everything works for me because when I buy something, buy a makeup product, I do excessive research on it. I watch about 10 to 20 YouTube videos from my favorite YouTubers. So I do hope that these work out for me. So let me zoom you guys in and let's start with foundation. For foundation, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is in the shade Golden Beige. Now I also have a beauty sponge. This is the Colorbar Blenditude Beauty Sponge. Now this is the typical beauty sponge shape with a bouncy end and a pointed end. Now this does feel really soft. I do hope that this doesn't soak up a lot of product because that will be such a waste. So let me wet this and be right back. I think this literally doubled in size and it's so soft. It's super squishy and soft. So let's start with the foundation. I do hope that this is a good match. I haven't even tried it. So fingers crossed. This has a spatula. I don't like the smell of it. It's very chemically, not that, I mean, it does chemicals, but it's just very like strong and chemical like, but whatever. I'm taking a little bit here. I'm not going to directly go in with my sponge. I'm first going to dot it on my face. Now let's test them both. I'm going to keep this in real time so that you guys can see how they do. Okay, so the foundation is not full coverage. Obviously, I was not expecting it to be. It is medium coverage. I can still see through these marks, but I think it blended really well. Yes, I think it blended really well. There are no marks, and I don't think it soaked up a lot of product. Okay, so initial thoughts. I love the sponge. The finish that it has given me, it looks beautiful, way, way, way better than the brush could ever do. But the foundation, not that it ever claimed to be full coverage, but I like the finish it has. It's not super matte. I had heard that this was supposed to be super matte, but it's not, which I like about it. But I will have to layer it on a little bit, and that way we can also see if it's buildable or not. So it has given me good coverage. It is medium coverage, but not full coverage. Let's see if it's buildable or not. I think this is my problem with sponges. They take up a lot of time, but then the finish is really beautiful. So I understand why people love sponges so much. So what I'm going to do after this is apply the foundation with my brush, but then give a finishing touch with the beauty blender. That way it won't take that much time, but also give me the finish I want. I will definitely try that out and let you guys know if it works. Let's test out the pointy end by blending out the concealer. All the products that are not new I will be mentioning in the description box down below. So here goes. I think I did manage to blend my concealer with the pointy end, but still it was quite a lot of mehnat. So I think I'm just going to stick with the new Flawless Concealer brush that I bought recently. And yeah, but for the foundation, this is pretty good because the finish is beautiful. Now let's try powder with this. And I don't recall whether it's Malvika or Devashri, but one of them always suggests using your powder, like the finally when you set your powder to set it with a damp beauty sponge. that it really locks the makeup into place and doesn't add any texture. So okay, I think I really like this, like using a damp beauty sponge to lock in your powder. This gives a really nice soft finish. I don't think you guys can see it, but I can definitely feel it, and it feels really soft and it doesn't add any texture. Whereas, not that the brush added a lot of texture, but it did sweep away a little bit of foundation, like it added on to the brush strokes, whereas this doesn't do that. What I would suggest is take your powder here like this, and then like give it a little twist while you apply it. See, I do like the way my base looks today. I do have a little bit of texture here on my skin, and when I use my brush, it did make it kind of visible, but this sponge, it gives a really smooth finish. Now I cannot comment on the foundation yet. Maybe I'll wait till the end of this video. By then it will be an hour or two, and also I want to see how well it does with all the powder products on top of it. Now there's nothing new with blush, contour, highlights. I'm just going to do those off camera and be right back. And now for the star of this video, I have the Makeup Revolution Sofx palette. So I was looking for a neutral glam palette ever since I did the Deepika Padukone's, you know, celebrity makeup look. I do want to create more looks like that, but I realized that having a big beauty glazed Gorgeous Me eyeshadow palette doesn't give you guys much context, because obviously you guys won't be buying such a big palette with all those colors if you are someone into neutral looks. So I looked for the perfect neutral palette with pinks, browns. Oh, yeah. So this is the plastic with all the names on it. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep that, but yes, this has a huge mirror which is pretty bomb. And then these are the colors. Apart from these pops of colors, this beautiful purple, blue and green, rest everything is neutral. If you look here, you have some really beautiful nude shades with a black and a maroon, which makes it very versatile. And here are some pops of colors, this pink, peachy, then orangey shade. So I love peachy shades, so my neutral palette needs to have peachy and pinky shades as well. It just cannot be a brown palette, that doesn't interest me. So yes, on this side we have more peachy pinky shades. Then we also have these beautiful golden shades and a pure white shade. Oh god, I'm so clumsy. Yeah, a pure white shade. Now I don't know if I should be doing three looks using one eyeshadow palette with this palette, because I am going to use it very often in my celebrity makeup looks video. So I'm not sure about that yet, but let me know if you want a three looks and using one palette video using the Makeup Revolution Sofx palette, because if you do, then I'll definitely make that video. And that is not all. We also have the Swiss Beauty liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade 02 Diamond Dust. So I'm just going to add in a little browns to define my eyes and then pop in the shimmer shade. I'm really excited. I haven't tried any of this. I was holding myself back so that this is an authentic first impressions video. So let's jump right in. Start off with this shade right here. It's a light brown shade just to define my crease. I'm going to place it right here and slowly circle it inwards. Now this is a really light shade, like it's almost my skin tones. I'm really fumbling today. I don't know why. It's 9:30 on a Saturday night, but because it's quarantine period, we're not partying or anything. Never, not that I was ever a party kind of girl, but yeah, I just want to sleep. But I also have to shoot another video after this. Oh my god, I'm really fumbling today. Now I'm going to pick this brown. It's a grungy brown, and I do think that this will look really beautiful with the eyeshadow, the liquid eyeshadow. So yes. Oh god. Yeah, can you see that? It's nicely pigmented. Hope there's no fallout because I already have my base makeup on. Initial thoughts, it's really blendable and not patchy at all. For a dark shade like this, it's usually pretty patchy, but this one's not, and that's really great. I think I'm going to add this black just a little bit on the outer corner to make it look more smoky. Okay, this is pigmented. Now the black shade again is really pigmented and blendable. So I think that goes for all the matte shades in this palette. I do really like them, and shimmers maybe I'll try another time. You are going to see this palette a lot on my channel because this is my token neutral glam palette. So yeah, just a heads up. Now moving on to the fun part, let's add in some glitters. Oh wow, did you see that? This is literally like diamond dust. Oh my god, that shine. I hope my camera is picking up all the shine because from here it's literally blinding. Now that the eye looks all complete, I do think that this looks really bomb with the smoked out outer corner and a liquid glitter shade on the lids. This was very easy to create and also looks really beautiful. So yes, now for the final product, let's move on to the lipstick. I have with me the PAC Retro Matte Gloss. This is actually a matte liquid lipstick and I have it in the shade Nutty Doodle. Again, I've only swatched this on my arm and not on my lips. So I can't wait to see how this looks. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate this packaging? It is so bomb. So this has a beautiful creamy texture and applied really easily. I love the applicator on this and it dried down so quick. Now this is a cool tone brown. I just realized that this has hints of pink and brown and it is cool tone. It is not warm tone what I usually go for, but then the shade in itself is really beautiful and goes so well with this look, which makes me so happy. So this is the look all complete. Now let me give you guys a quick review of all the products I have used. Starting off with Colorbar's Blenditude Beauty Sponge, I really like this. I don't see myself using it for concealer, but for powder and foundation, definitely a yes. And it did not emphasize my texture at all, and I love the finish that it gave my skin. Next up, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Golden Beige. Now the shade match is spot on. I'm so proud of myself. I did all the research and everything, so I'm so glad that this was a perfect match. So if you're in the shade 128 Warm Nude in Maybelline Fit Me, this will probably be your shade in Wet n Wild Photo Focus. That is Golden Beige. Now coming to the finish, it has a matte finish. It was not extremely drying at all, but then I did have moisturizer on before I started out with foundation. So definitely remember to apply moisturizer. This has a medium coverage which is also buildable, but then it doesn't have full coverage, but it never claimed to be full coverage. So that is okay. I love the finish, love the coverage, so thumbs up. Now this beauty, the Makeup Revolution Sofx palette, this is such a beautiful color story. I'm so glad that I finally got a palette that I actually like the color story is right up my alley. So I've only tried 4 shades from this palette, but whatever I have tried, I've tried the black and the grungy brown, which are very difficult shades to formulate, like they might be patchy and all that in other palettes, but in this palette it was extremely buildable and it has amazing pigmentation as well. So I do think that this is an amazing palette and thumbs up from me. But yes, you are going to see a lot more of this palette on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Now this is probably my favorite from all the makeup that I've tried today. This is the Swiss Beauty liquid eyeshadow in the shade 02 Diamond Dust. Now there is one thing I would like to tell you guys is when I showed you guys while applying this on my lids. I did not wait for it to dry down. It was very liquidy, but it somehow did not cross my mind that I should wait for it to dry down. I started talking to you guys with my eyes open, and all the glitter shades, they deposited in my crease line, and it did not have that shine. So I had to reapply this, and I waited for it to dry. Like, I think it was about 20 seconds. I waited just 15 to 20 seconds, and now it is completely spread out and looks beautiful. So definitely, if you're a beginner who's not a pro at blending your eyeshadow yet, definitely give this one a try and you will not regret. Now the last product that we have is the PAC Retro Matte Gloss. This is a matte liquid lipstick in the shade Nutty Doodle. I love this shade. This is such a versatile shade, and I do see myself using this a lot, and I'm definitely going to try more shades from this range because it is not drying at all. Like, I have this on my lips and it hasn't cracked or creased or anything like that, and the applicator is beautiful. It gave me a really nice shape, like you can see. So yes, I'm looking forward to trying more shades from this range. So that is it for this video. It was so satisfying to try out all these new products. They were literally sitting in my cupboard calling my name, but I wasn't able to use them because I really wanted this video to be a proper first impressions video. I do hope that my reviews helped you guys, and that if you do end up buying any of these products or you use these products, then do tag me, and I would love to see your looks using these products. My Instagram handle is @lookbookbyitisha. Do check me out there. And thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope that you subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Meet you in my next video. Till then, bye.